You know what, man? It's another one. We are back in the familiar settings. Levi's, Haus, Strauss, ONSITE Podcast. Make sure if this is the first time you're listening that you go back and you listen to a series of ONSITE Podcasts. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Soundcloud, hashtag ONSITE Podcast, man. It's very easy. We've got a very familiar face in the building today. DJ Illness is here.
Back once
You know what I'm saying? And Amika, Ezer. Let me say the name right.
Thanks,
because
SK.
I just want to say, yeah, I've known you for a long time.
Years,
I'd like to say
mate.
a long time,
Years.
yeah. And for so much now, I feel slightly disrespectful. I feel like I disrespected myself and I disrespected you because I've been calling you Amika Ezer for years.
And SK, what sounds better? Amika Ezer, you know, like the job EZ, or Amika Ezer? Which one sounds better? People in the room, which one sounds better?
I was
feel
just
like
open to interpretation. You
Oh,
can just
yeah,
have a go.
you
I
can
feel like
join
there's
in.
only one answer to say right.
DJ Ezer, Amika Ezer.
And you know what? We haven't just brought you in for your pretty face today. You have many expertise. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just be bringing females around, and maybe men as well, like just because they're like nice looking. But you
But
have
your good looks.
you have a lot of skills, Amika. You know what I'm saying? A lot of skills.
I don't know about that, but I give it
I'm
my best shot.
I'm not sure if SK was just calling me handsome. I'm confused. What just happened?
I did.
I think you're a
said
handsome
it.
chap, Illness.
Okay, thanks. I'll take that. Sweet.
You know
Yeah, moving on.
Take
Moving
that,
on.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Where were we?
You get me? Oh, you know, we're going to throw right into it, man, because over the last few days, yeah, people have been talking about Slowthai. Not just for his music, but his appearance at the Enemy Awards. He was there to collect an award, I don't know if he knew beforehand, for Hero of the Year. But the irony is, what he showed on that day was
Wasn't
maybe...
so heroic.
It wasn't so heroic.
Well, it depends on your terminology or your depiction of the
Of
word
what a
heroic.
hero is.
Because the way he dived into the crowd looked kind of heroic. He looked like he was trying to save somebody.
All right, then. So let's start here. Then, so you're up on stage and you are accepting your award for Hero of the Year. You get some heckles from the crowd, them calling you misogynistic and a waste man. At that point, you decide to throw your drink in the crowd and jump down and try and fight somebody. You're on stage accepting an award for Hero of the Year.
He had his cape on.
There was that. Before we get into that as well, there's also another incident which happened on the night with him
I forget what her name is.
kind of moving to the host. Her name's Catherine something.
Catherine, she's very funny.
What's her name?
American girl,
Catherine?
Catherine.
Just Catherine works for now.
We'll call her
Yeah,
Catherine,
we'll just
funny
call
girl.
her
Yeah,
Catherine, you know
that
what I'm
girl,
saying?
that girl. We all know her.
She was hosting with Julie Adenuga. We all know Julie. You know what I'm saying?
Big up.
So he was kind of like moving to her, but it seemed very awkward. A lot of people thought it was awkward. Catherine has played it down by saying that, you know, she wasn't uncomfortable or anything like that. Slowthai also came out afterwards and apologized and said that I'm no hero and he wants to give the Hero of the Year award to Catherine.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? But this is a series of events that has gone down at the Enemy Awards, man. What are we saying? Because a lot of people are out here trying to cancel. People are too quick to cancel. I think that a person deserves at least one chance in
But
perspective
one chance,
for what it is.
But one chance at what though? One
Exactly.
chance. So what are we giving people one chance for? I'm all for forgiveness, and I'm one of the people. I think even last week I was here. I've been back to back weeks. I've been here. You know what I mean? I was here saying that, you know, we hold celebrities to too high, put them on too high a pedestal, and we expect them to be perfect. So I understand that people are not perfect, but what we're giving people chances at, because in this situation, I'm a bit confused. Like if I just put it that. Take it and make it deep and say, if that was my daughter on stage, how would I feel about this guy doing that to do you know what I'm saying? I know that Catherine handled herself very well. Some of the things she said on the microphone, I was just playing you the clip, you didn't hear. She went in, like I think she heckled him, if anything. But I don't know how I'd feel about that, and I'm just a bit confused. Like, I don't know if that's an excusable offence.
But can I just say, we're talking about Slowthai, who is #1 English British geezer. Like, his last single is called Deal With It, in a crazy hooligan way. That's his latest single. That's what he's all about. He's all about the crazy, you know, I'm British,
Yeah,
you know.
That
fuck
doesn't
you.
make it
It
acceptable.
doesn't make it acceptable.
Yeah, but do you know what? I think you're touching on something here.
Catherine Ryan is her name, by the way.
Okay. Big up Catherine Ryan.
Yeah,
and
Catherine Ryan.
Big up Google. Don't think we didn't just see that. Right, but what
I want to
is
give her credit and her respect.
big up Catherine Ryan. But I want to say this, because we don't give the same chance to everybody. So if this is not Slowthai and this is somebody else behaving like that, do we all go, oh, well, you know, this person's polished, and so this is completely out of character. But because he is, you know,
rough around the edges,
and
artist.
wacky,
He is.
it's cool. Like
He's a hooligan.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And
No, he shouldn't have done that. I mean, I only saw a small clip. He definitely shouldn't have done that. Were people calling him a dickhead and a waste man before he went up?
While he was on stage.
Whilst he was on stage, they
yes.
were all shouting.
it was
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
happened in that 2 minutes. In that,
Yeah.
in that
He
2
must have
minutes,
just been very drunk. Maybe he fancied Catherine and he took it a bit.
But does that make it okay? And like I said, I'm not jumping on because even this is a bit gossipy. Do you know what I'm
It's
saying?
hella
I'm
gossipy.
not trying to jump.
I got
on,
some more gossip for the gossip,
It's not.
by the
It's
way.
not. It's not the council thing. It's not. We're not saying it's the council thing because I want to stay. I think that at least one chance is what a person deserves. We are quick to put artists on a pedestal. Are they supposed to be on that pedestal? Do you know what I mean? At least one chance. Perspective, obviously, he was drunk. Okay.
I
Maybe
think
he
this was
learned
more
from
than-
But
that.
he is a hooligan though, so he doesn't give a fuck.
So because you're a hooligan, it's okay to be hooliganistic.
Or maybe you're a hooligan until something like this happens. Because people are already on the thing saying man's career's done and all that.
People are too quick to cancel. But on the gossip front, I think he's doubling down on going for it by offering her that award. I think he's really trying to get those numbers, get them 10 digits. I think he's going for it.
Well, obviously, maybe someone has encouraged him to, you know,
go for it
and be very apologetic, and that's quite a heroic thing to accept the hero award, fuck up, and then say, actually, I don't deserve this award. Here, Kathy, you take it.
Are we giving him? And I'm not saying Slowthai silly or anything like that, but you know, people come up with great strategies for publicity. Are we kind of giving Slowthai a bit of credit of this being a publicity stunt? Was this something that was premeditated?
I wouldn't say it's premeditated, but I don't
They're
think
working
it's,
with it.
as we've kind of saying in this conversation, it's not out of all the way out of character. So any publicity is good publicity. We're all here now in this room talking about him. And I want to say this now. I don't feel like he should be cancelled. I know I'm saying like, what are we giving people chances for? But I just wanted to make that point. But I don't think he should be cancelled. So yeah, maybe it's working for him. Maybe.
It's not the first time we've spoken about him on the podcast as well. Nothing Great About Britain is the name of the album. And you know what I mean? They say controversy sells. And this is controversial because a lot of the media platforms have gone with this story over the last few days. Do you know what I'm saying?
So if he's got the hero award, why did they say he got that award? For being bold and outrageous and being who he is?
I mean, he's even the title of his album is a statement in itself.
Yeah,
He's standing
he
up
is a
for.
statement.
I'm not fully versed in the art of Slowthai, so I can't really speak to where he comes from, what he stands
He's
for.
fighting against the system when the system,
yeah,
at a time when the system is in a mad state. Do you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But it's like, it leads on to another conversation. What is a hero? Because I'm wondering, like, and this is not like the defamation of Slowthai here. Like, we're just using this as a pivot for a conversation maybe. And I want to say, what is a hero though? Because to me, a hero, this is years of consistent, of like heroics. Like,
But he just
what
does
is a
small
hero?
heroic things, like when he had his Brixton show and he sold his tickets for $5. Like, that's like a fun, heroic. Well, maybe not heroic, but it's just a nice. Okay, maybe heroic's a bit too strong for that. But he's just sick, and he's like, no one's done that. So maybe he's a hero in a sense of just like he's doing things differently to everyone else.
So someone, yeah, someone who
Being
sells
different.
tickets. Are you saying he sold his
Being
tickets?
different. Oh,
Being different
is
makes
being
you a hero.
Yeah.
So someone who saves lives, are they gods? Are they
Do you know
what?
what?
Gods?
Depending on who you
Someone
are,
who saves
because
lives.
I take my hat off to the Fire Brigade. I take my hat off to them. I rate them.
Unsung heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I
But
rate
like,
Oh, we have a lot of
in
them.
context, what are heroes in showbiz? You know what I mean? In
I think,
showbiz.
I think it's. I mean, look. If you go into the street now, we're in Oxford Street. If you go into the street now and ask 10 different people walking down the street for a hero in showbiz, you're probably gonna get, or it's highly likely you're gonna get 10 different names. I think a hero is somebody that leaves a foundation that can inspire other people. Like the thing that came to my mind when you ask about heroes. I don't know if you guys have seen the series on Netflix. There's I can't remember what the name of it, but Logic has an episode, and you see how many people that he affects, like on a mental health kind of one, and the thing. He is clearly a hero to them people because he he inspires them and kind of thing. So I feel like people that kind of can almost cultivate a cult fan base will be seen as heroes amongst their tribe. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think that's it. But with Slowthai, I don't know why they've given him.
Yeah, that's very interesting,
award,
isn't it?
But he is definitely standing up for what he is about. I can't even say what he believes in because I don't know what he believes in. He's definitely standing up for what he's about. So I can understand some people subscribing to his blog.
Yes. Well, he's an interesting character. I guess a hero to me, when you said hero, the number one person that sticks out to me is Akon, because he is an artist with hits. He's a sick artist as well. And obviously he made like £1 billion in Africa and created a whole town.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, so that to me is a superstar hero.
Yeah,
you're right. It's
a
about
hero
leaving
within
legacy.
showbiz. Someone who uses
who's done good,
their fame and their wealth to then give back and change people's lives. Put their money where their mouth is.
So is Kim Kardashian a hero?
Well, she's got a lot of people out of prison recently.
Exactly. You see, when you think of Kim Kardashian, I know you think of a lot of different things, but look, that's where I was going with it. Her whole prison reform. I'm hearing that she might be running for office soon. That's something I'm hearing. I cannot confirm.
I thought Kanye was.
Deny.
What's going on?
Oh, let's not.
Running
Can't
for
keep up
office
Let's
with the
not.
Kardashians. Hey.
Can you imagine, like?
Imagine if them two on the ticket. Yeah, I mean, it could work. Maybe not, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's all in. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, so it's all into who you are as a person to who you're going to see as a hero.
Like I said, man, everyone deserves at least one chance. I think Slowthai, in his sober mind, would definitely say that he maybe made a few mistakes on that night.
Well, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a man continues or a person continues to make those same mistakes, is when we stop forgiving. So we at least give a person one chance. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, let's see where this goes, innit? Like, we're humans. We make mistakes. We live in a journey, a life journey. Let's just also say that AJ Tracey at the Enemy Awards won an award for Elaborate Grove, and Little Sims won an award for her album as well, Best Album of the Year. So
I just want to ask, did AJ Tracey actually accept that award in the Tottenham shirt?
what's your problem? What's your gripe with it?
They shouldn't have given it to him. They should have made him take that off. They should have. Sorry, anyway, football joke.
To all the Gooners, man. Are you a football person, Amika?
Of course, Arsenal. I used to play for Arsenal girls, just saying.
Look at that. Big up.
A woman
big up,
of many
big up.
talents, as SK did throw out at the beginning.
Cheese. And one of your talents is being a PR person.
That's
you know
me,
what I mean?
honey.
Plug-in, music plug-in. Let me get the title exactly right, because I don't want to disrespect you in any way. Radio Promotions Exec.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know you as a radio plugger, but that's your official title.
The
You know what I'm
official
saying?
title,
And
yeah.
we are involved in the music industry, and I feel like we know a lot of the insides outs of the music industry. But what exactly is a Radio Promotions Exec?
Right, okay, so...
AKA a radio plugger.
a radio plugger. So
Why do you keep throwing radio plugger in? I like
Because
the.
that's the term.
Let it finish
That's
with
the
exec.
layman's
Exec,
terms.
exec
Yeah,
makes
true,
it sound.
let's
you
run
get me?
with
I'm trying to
exec.
get, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
sorry.
Go.
And when you're exec, your bank balance is nice. You get paid a lot.
yeah.
Everyone's not an exec, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the difference between a plugger and an exec.
Hey,
See, put some respect on it. See, I had your back there. You see, I had
put
your
some
back there.
sauce on it.
Yeah, okay.
Jokes.
But anyway, break it down.
So I'll break it down. So a radio plugger exec is basically every song that you hear on the radio, the DJ or presenter didn't just wake up and put it there. Some did, obviously DJs,
I was waiting to see his reaction to that. I was waiting.
I'm not going to say no, but there's a whole different catalogue of ways where DJs and presenters find their music, especially if we're talking radio playlists. So DJs, obviously, they search and find out stuff, but there's another way that, to get a music on radio playlist. So that means it's in rotation. So we got BBC One Extra, Capital Extra, Kiss FM, Radio 1, all those stations have a playlist. And every week, a very annoying, pushy, shovey girl goes into the stations every week and says, hey, play that song. It's amazing. You're going to love it. And then they say, okay. And it just so happens that pushy, shovey, very annoying girl is me.
Yeah. And I mean, you could be a radio promotions exec from different stances as well. You could work for a PR company or you could do it from within the label. And you've done it both.
I've done it both, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was an independent radio plugger across all the different labels where labels will hire me and the boss Iron, the best radio plugger out there.
Big up Iron.
Big up Iron. He's killing it always. And they hired us to promote the songs to radio. But now I'm just in one label, which is Polydor Records.
Straight up in that big building, which is in King's Cross. But I don't want to bait it up because people might come down there and look for you, Amika. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they can find me. I'm very welcome. Very welcome.
So what a lot of people call it music PR. So when you're working for an independent company like you was before, when you was with Iron Media to Radio, you was doing music PR for artists and labels.
Yeah.
Why do artists need music PR?
Oh, it's very important, SK. Very important. So basically, it's only because as an independent radio plugger, you might not be a signed artist first. So independent radio pluggers will take on unsigned artists. If you've got a sick tune, you've got a fucking sick tune. And you kind of need, but no one knows who you are. You might have a banger, and look at like Parsaloo, like banger, and he just popped up out of nowhere and was like, damn. But you need a radio plugger who has all the contacts of label people, radio stations, DJs, just in a nice little mail list, and then they blast out your song to all those people at once, and then suddenly everyone knows who you are.
And it sounds very simple, but when with these like PR companies and a PR person like yourself, you have relationships with many people at radio stations, presenters, DJs, platforms, whether it's Spotify, whatever. So you are able to fast track rather than an artist coming in cold. So when you end up doing the PR for an artist, you're giving an artist a cosign, and almost the platform or the person on the other end is taking it a bit more seriously. It's mad.
100. But this is why it was so weird, like going into a label, because when you're an independent plugger, they send you music, and me and Ian would sit and go through and be like, okay, this will work, this won't work, blah, blah.
Oh, what would you telling people? No, your song's not it. Like, we're not plugging that.
Oh yeah, think how many people send music. Literally, my inbox. Oh my gosh, a lot of people send music, and it's not always good. But that's okay, because you can just keep on trying until you get your rhythm. If it's not good now, it might be good next year, But but we had the choice of taking on something that we know will work to make our jobs easier. But that's why when Polydor came and said, hey Meeks, why don't you come on in here, I was like, shit, what if they give me shit music that I have to plug? And I can't even say no.
All right, question. Did you ever say no to a song that blew up?
Maybe.
I just wondered.
Every single A&R in the world
has
missed something. Okay. Everyone has. I mean, it is what it is.
See, and this is where I'm going to give you like the flip side, because I work with a lot of PR persons like yourself, and we have a good relationship. We work together on a lot of things. I feel like there's not a fortnight or a month where we don't talk, you know what I mean?
Literally, maybe even a week.
Exactly. So we're talking very regular. But so when there are those tracks that you're talking about, Illness, where it might be a bit of a challenge for you to plug or whatever, I'm going to give you an insight now. I feel compelled to obviously play the song because I'm thinking about all of the other stuff you've kind of helped me on. And then when you need help, so it's like mi casa, su casa.
I appreciate
it. Do you realise that? Do you realise that dynamic though? So
I know you've done me favours, SK. SK's done me favours, and I know it. I ain't saying you haven't.
But do you realise that dynamic? Okay, because whereas when you've got a rubbish song where you're like, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to work this, you're able to lean on radio stations and artists because you might have a big artist that everybody's interested in, like Pop Smoke at the moment, but then you got a smaller artist, but they want Pop Smoke. So you want Pop Smoke, you also got to take this as well.
Do you know what this conversation kind of sounds like? This kind of sounds like when people sign to labels. If they've got someone big on the label, the label are able to get their smaller artists into better TV shows, better this and that, because they want. Yeah, anyway, that was all.
It's the same. It's like with booking agents as well.
Yeah.
So you got smaller artists on booking.
Basically, what we've just uncovered is this whole thing is a boys' club, and it's all about relation. I'm joking.
It is, but isn't everything?
The sooner you realise that, come on.
So basically, every artist that's listening to this, you need a plugger if you don't have one. I think that's the takeaway, right?
But they're very hard to actually get, I think only because of the volume, the amount of music that they get sent, that it just takes so long to actually get a plugger on your side. But just keep emailing. But
then with the favour, like we just explained, sometimes, well, quite often there's only so far that favour will go, because no. When I say that though,
am I out because favours now?
No. I mean
you got to keep it balanced.
No, there's a difference between a radio station, a presenter, or a DJ getting behind something they like, as opposed to getting behind something they don't like. I just feel like the natural emotion eventually is going to seep through. It's just like, when I do my radio show, I feel like if I'm in a bad mood, which is very unlikely, people are going to be able to tell.
Are you ever in a bad mood?
Not really. But if I'm not feeling the show, I feel like everyone else out there is not going to feel the show. If I'm feeling good and I'm energetic, then they're going to feel good and energetic about the show. So it's the same thing with like, even though a radio station, a platform, a DJ, presenter might get behind something they're not really feeling, the true energy comes out eventually. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure does.
Have you not clocked the subtle potency, for a lack of a better word, in like just like lunches with people? Because like those things, like you see like the boys club, sometimes I used to be like, why am I going lunch for? Like, oh, let's go for lunch. Let's go for lunch. Why am I going lunch? Those lunches, yeah, are where you just like flipping, you meet someone, you start talking about something, bare opportunities come. Listen, man, people want to go for lunches, go for a damn lunch, man.
Literally. I went for a lunch the other day. I won't say the artist, but artist, label, a national radio station. Only one person from there. And we all had lunch. Everyone met, and then at the end of the lunch, she said that she's going to put her song in rotation at the national station.
Simple.
Done.
And for the whole lunch, you weren't even talking about the music.
We weren't even talking about the music.
Just at the end
We were
of it,
just
it's
enjoying
like,
the pasta.
You guys
it's
are
a
giving
nice
up the
little
game right now. I mean,
at the end of the lunch, it's a nice little handshake, isn't it? Okay, we had a good time. Now I'm going to do whatever you want done, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mental.
It's all about food. Food keeps life flowing, doesn't it?